business, fellas. Look here.
Stand by.
One for C-Lab, two for Troy Eagle, three for Wolverine to round out the trio. In this episode, everybody dies.
Broadcasting live from inside the Power Band, this is The Blah. In this episode, everybody dies. I'm your host, sometimes when I'm not bored, the Mulverine.
When I'm not watching
along with my
stale cracker videos.
along with my superpowered friends. Head in a jar he go.
Yo.
And of course, Chad Lab.
What up?
Welcome to the show, folks. This week we are talking about the 2023 series on Disney Plus, Ahsoka, starring Rosario Dawson and some awesome actors. Let's get into it, man. High level.
High as a kite level.
High as a kite level.
Benny, would you mind going first? I'm really curious your reception of this one.
Benny.
Sure. I think this is good. I like Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka. I really, I like the character Ahsoka. As I've, sort of followed her through the Clone Wars and Rebels, etc.
Yeah.
Since this is sort of almost like Rebels season 5. I think there's a lot to like, but my only real criticism is that I think the 8-season episode is starting to hurt shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot here that sort of didn't really seem to get fully developed, and it's almost like they just had to leave some shit out because they're like, oh, we got to keep it down to 8 episodes,
Right.
Yeah. I'll leave it there, I guess.
So going to 10 or having a little bit more would have probably served it better. Is that?
I think going back to 12 or 16 would be great.
Sure.
Yeah, I
Most
agree.
cases,
I agree.
I feel like a lot of shows that I've even other shows seem to be suffering from something similar.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's just like they're just trying to cram too much. It's like sometimes it works out great, but other times I feel like it's just not enough time to really fully flesh a story out.
Yeah, that's
No,
interesting.
it's a cash grab, dude, is what it is, and it's annoying. It's like, this is the way they do things now, and it's like, at first I was kind of like, oh, this is kind of like the way they do things in the UK, but you very quickly realize that it's not. Because in the UK, like on Sherlock, for instance, with Cucumber Patch, they, they'll do an episode and it's 45 minutes, and then they'll do another one and it's like an hour and 15 minutes. Like, they take whatever time they need to tell the story. There's no constraint there, and I really admire that a lot.
Yeah.
So this is annoying.
And it doesn't go into syndication, so you don't need the exact bang-on minute limit or whatever. So
No, you don't.
yeah, it's interesting.
So yeah, I agree, and I think I've been trying to I'm right in the middle of trying to clean up series that I've watched, so I can move on to other things, and I don't know, I guess semi-be a completionist, but I wanted to finish Titans on Max, and they do 12, 13 episodes, it's much better, man, and that's a good show with a large cast like this, so, they have more time to kind of dig in and take their time with certain story elements, which I think is what Ben is sort of zeroing in on, right?
I mean, it's like the Game of Thrones had a couple of short seasons like that because they didn't have the source material, and now everyone else is kind of doing something similar just to kind of save time, save money, whatever, split it up over 2 seasons. So, yeah.
Save time, make money. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to, be economic and also I don't know, try to leave everybody wanting more or something, I don't know. But, I just feel like there were some threads in this, series that would have done well with a little more time.
Sure.
Things just kind of developed and then unfolded really fast.
Real fast. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the example that comes to mind is Sabine double crossing and going with the baddies, and then bumps into Ahsoka, and she's like, "It's cool, don't worry about it." It's just wait a minute, what?
Yeah, exactly.
I figured you'd do something like that. It's all good.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff, Like, it's like Morgan Elsbeth becomes a night witch and then like immediately gets killed,
Yeah.
It's just like the very next scene, like she gets killed. It's sort of like makes it unceremonious,
Yeah.
Man, that was a bummer, man.
Sabine finds Ezra and like, doesn't like, they don't really talk about like what happened, like one would imagine that he would be pissed about, leading them to what's his face?
Thrawn. Todd.
Like one would think that he would be pissed about it,
You would think.
Todd.
Yeah, he's like, I've been living with a bunch of hermit crabs, and you guys bring them right here. Cool.
And also they could have spent like decades on those little like hobbit fucking snail
hermit crab dudes.
Yeah, I fucking love those things.
They were pretty cool.
Yeah, they sure were, man.
Yeah, it's a good point, man. Even Thrawn, like they spent a decent amount of time with Todd, but not a lot. So yeah, I'm vibing with that. Actually, I hadn't really thought about it, but I like the high level. I rate it highly.
Give us what is your high level, dude?
My high level, I don't know if we've talked about. I bet you we've talked about this, but like, it was cool. I enjoyed it. It was entertaining. I preferred Andor. Like, for example, I just really enjoyed what they did with Andor. I'm not super familiar with the Rebels and Clone Wars stuff. I've watched, probably 20% of each of them, and like they're fine. I sat down to watch a couple of them the other day, in prep for the show, and they just don't grab me as much as some of the other stuff. So it's almost like you got to take your fucking Ovaltine, man. Like it's medicine as opposed to enjoyable for me. So I just maybe haven't been in the right headspace to watch them.
Wow.
But the show was good. The show was well put together. Like the cast was solid. The story, I think, suffered from the stuff that you said, Bene, where it was a little bit too much going on or whatever. So I hadn't considered giving it more breathing room, but I think you're right. I suppose the thing that I continue to be like bummed about is just how little I kind of care about Star Wars as like the most frothy Star Wars nerd back in the day. I'm just kind of like, okay, yeah, that was interesting, as opposed to just being like, fucking, So I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it. I'm not super grumpy about it. I just was kind of like, yeah, cool. There was some interesting stuff in there, and I'm sure we'll talk about it. But I think my tepid reception is the thing that surprises me. It just, younger me would be appalled that live action stuff of this quality is something that I don't really mind, considering my seething dark side hatred for the prequels.
Wow, your seething dark side hatred should be for the sequelogy.
Well, it is now. Yeah.
So, all right, I agree with that comment. I was surprised at my tepid response, because when we were talking about like, oh, hey, what are we going to do next week? You and I were just like, yeah, okay, whatever, like not negative, and I don't want to do it, but not like
I'm happy to do it,
jumping up and down. And I was surprised at that too. But here's what I will add to that: I started rewatching it, and the thought of rewatching it, I was kind of like, and then I started rewatching it, and I was like, this is really good.
Yeah, okay.
And then I started going through it, and I was like coming upon each episode and remembering, fragments of them, right? And I was like,
I was at this exit when that happened, and that exit when that happened.
Right. Well, sorry for the play-by-play, but like as I got into each one, and I did the same thing today because I had time to watch another one. So I fired up Fallen Jedi Part 4, and I was kind of like, oh, well, and then I watched it, and I was like, God damn, this is good, man. So it's really good, and I'm glad that I started watching it a second time.
Yeah, nice.
That said, I think I'm more of a fan of The Mandalorian and the Boba Fett show because that is part of the Star Wars universe that we haven't really seen. Like, we've seen tons of Jedi shit, and certainly for you and I that have not watched Clone Wars and Rebels, I know there's more in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, fully, exactly. But I think that's why I'm kind of more stoked on those two shows. But after my second watch, I will amend and say that this is equally good, man. This is, no question about it. I agree with Benny's comment about like compressing everything in 8 episodes. It's annoying. We get it. All that stuff is true. But I think it's well done. And they had great actors, and the story's fairly simplistic, but I think the thing that jumped out at me most about this series or season was it was just rich with lore, like tons of lore, the Star Whales and Thrawn and, the Dark Jedi and, this thing and that thing and like pieces from the past. And we get Hayden Christensen, which was great. And I really, really enjoyed that more than anything. Was just, getting a really healthy dose of like Star Wars lore, like good lore, like something that you would expect from Filoni and Favreau. You know what I mean? So I'll leave it at that for now.
Yeah, that's valid, man. I like it. I like the rewatch.
Thank you for validating my fucking high level.
The rewatch, I enjoyed it more a bit. It's nice to hear because, yeah, that makes sense. Because like I think sometimes with like the books, I like a second read of a book more because I'm not like worried about what happens next because I kind of know, so you can kind of just based in it and enjoy it a bit more.
Agree.
So yeah, that makes sense. One thing that you mentioned a second ago about like Mando being a little bit separate from the main kind of tree trunk threads of the story is like it rhymes with our frustration with some of the Sequelogy stuff where it was like I'm sick of seeing the Skywalker bullshit.
Yep.
And this is kind of an extension of those threads, but also like you can refute that idea by saying like it's the kind of main thread of the history of the galaxy, like the politics of it, and Thrawn coming back is kind of like the main story, But yeah, I tend to agree that the other stuff that's not Skywalker-esque is more enjoyable right now, but that doesn't mean this was bad. Like this was easily twice as good as Kenobi. Nothing against Yakisoba himself, but yeah, this was a significantly better show, in my opinion, at least.
Well, I think we all sort of agreed that Kenobi was a missed opportunity, I think was the consensus.
Yeah.
That said, like, just sort of bolstering my own point, like I started rewatching Boba Fett, because like a couple weeks ago, because I was like, man, I had rewatched the last episode or two, where Mando comes in and that excellent battle and, giant monsters versus robots and all that kind of thing. But I was like really hankering for like the Tusken Raider thing. I really liked that. So
at the beginning
again,
of Boba, the like flashbacky stuff.
Again, like more lore. Yeah, exactly. Just the whole kind of deep dive into the Tusken Raiders, a group that we saw in the very first film, but we really never knew anything about. You know what I mean? So, yeah, cool stuff.
Yeah, the lore was a strong bit here. So you mentioned a second ago, Benny, this is kind of like the 5th season of Rebels or whatever. Was there, aside from the story threads tying together, did you catch a similar vibe or anything like the same or different or in kind of that space?
It's all the same characters.
Yeah. Was it tonally similar?
Well, no, because it's live action.
Yeah.
And it's,
Yeah, Chad.
I think people say that because it's literally just like a continuation of the story.
Yeah.
Of the characters that were in Rebels.
Yeah, sure.
So.
Yeah, I mentioned it just because like a couple episodes of Clone Wars I was watching was like, last week we had fucking Bliggin Fliggin was flapping around with lightsabers, and this week it's da-da-da, so it's like, whoa, all right. It was very much that like Buck Rogers serialization kind of thing in some of the Clone Wars stuff. And they seem to have taken things a bit more, I don't know, modern here, where it was just like an 8-hour story split up as opposed to there being like Monster of the Week style episodes. Maybe that maybe could have been a bit more welcome. Like that was one of the things that I enjoyed about Mando is there was kind of Monster of the Week random episodes mixed in.
Yeah.
Like the jailbreak one in particular on that ship. I remember from like season 1 of Mando, I think, maybe season 2 of Mando with Bill Burr.
Mm-hmm.
Like those were kind of fun.
Yep.
I suppose this was like all lore all the time, like really only having 8 hours to drive the Ahsoka story forward and the Thrawn story forward. You didn't have the time and space. So, another.
No, they didn't even have the time and space to put forward the story that they were trying to tell. I don't think.
Yeah.
And again, this was really good. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm just saying like it felt a little rushed and. I had sort of an empty feeling when it was over because I was like, well, where did it really go? Like it kind of just wound us up for nothing, like clearly like probably the next season will be like amazing, you know. I don't
Yeah.
know. But there's something about the pacing of it and like how it unfolded, and you know, feeling those sort of missing character development moments, you know, and parts, you know, like just I don't know, it just left me with a little bit of like an empty feeling after watching it.
Yeah.
And like I love all these characters. I think they're great, and I love the addition of you know, Ray Stevenson as Balin Skull. Like,
That was
I love
cool.
Ray Stevenson. He's fucking awesome. It's a total bummer that he died.
Oh my God, dude! What
Did he
the
die?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yes, like this year, like a
Really?
few months ago. Yes.
Oh man, what did he die of? That's fucked.
Sudden unexpected death. I'm not sure.
Oh
what,
man.
It was
Yeah.
beat, dude, because I was trying to put my finger on who that guy was.
Dude, I love him, man. I loved him in old school Rome. Did you guys watch Rome back in the day?
Oh yeah, Titus Pullo, man, he's fucking amazing.
Dude, that was so good.
What was that on?
HBO.
HBO.
Okay.
It's probably still pretty good, man. I haven't seen it since it came out, but god damn, that was a good show.
I'll get down with that, dude. I love him. He was great in Punisher War General or Warzone.
Oh,
and,
that's such a bummer, man. Fuck.
Yeah, he played Blackbeard on Black Sails. Like, he's fucking awesome, dude. I love that guy.
and he's one of those actors who was like always had these great little parts, and he put a ton into him, man. And I was always like, he's one of my favorite underdogs. You know what I mean? And then here we go. It's like here he gets this meaty, juicy part in like a really popular series, and the guy fucking dies. It's like, wow, really, dude? That really blew. So major bummer on that. I could not figure out who it was playing him, and so I looked it up, and I was like, holy shit, that's Ray Stevenson, man. And then I was like, oh, he died in April. I was like, what?
That's fucked. Man.
So yeah, it's a bummer, man. R.I.P. Ray. We loved you, man. You were great.
I hope they recast him.
Yeah.
You know, and continue the character. I think that would be the right thing to do.
I agree.
I
agree.
I hope they don't just decide to, like, you know, randomly write the character out of the story, or you
Oh,
know, try to
no,
do some
come
weird
on.
CGI shit or whatever. You know,
No.
that would just not be cool.
Yeah, because he was super intriguing, man. I'm not particularly fond of the term dark Jedi. I think it's kind of dumb, but you know, he really kind of embodied that in this sort of most literal sense. Like he abandoned the Order and, you know, is sort of following the Sith, but like not all the way. You know what
he was
I mean?
like a Ronin,
he was
dude.
He was super diplomatic, man. Like his apprentice was more like kind of evil and angsty than he was. You know, he was like, no, I gave her my word. I'm going to keep my word. And like all of that stuff, he had like a nobility to him that I really liked a lot.
Yeah.
And he played
Everything
it
was
so
a means
good.
to an end. You know, like he was just trying to get himself to that planet so he could, you know, figure out what the fuck was going on there.
Do the thing
Right.
that they better tell us about by recasting rather than just putting that whole thread to bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I hope
And,
so
you
too.
know, there's a bunch of lore there from you know, Clone Wars, with like the whole Mortis gods, and like, you know, so he's like at the very end of the series, Balin Skull is like standing on the hand of that giant statue.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like one of the Mortis gods. It's the father, so it's like the father, the daughter, and the son.
That was the 3-episode arc I
Okay.
watched. Yeah, someone was saying that should be watched. That was interesting.
Yeah.
From
Okay.
Clone
So
Wars, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's going to be something there for sure, you know.
Yeah, right.
Interesting.
I hope they keep that up. Yeah, I'd love to. I think that kind of lore is super interesting. Like, it's just a place that Star Wars hasn't really gone in the kind of like Lord of the Rings style, super old school shit, you know, that sprinkles some real serious lore seasoning on top.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm
Lore
totally down.
seasoning. Yum.
Yum.
Yeah, I like that idea too, man. Again, I think with this and Mando, Boba Fett, and you know, Andor, we're just, you know, going into new territory in a good way. You know, just no Skywalker bullshit, and we're exploring, man. We're just exploring the universe. That's what these guys are doing with these shows, and the animated ones too. I should have included that when I said that. You know what I mean? And I think it's fantastic, dude.
Yeah.
You know, in fact, I would be so bold as to say, or I will boldly say that I think this entire property would be nowhere without Filoni and Favreau.
Yeah, there's no doubt. There's no doubt that Filoni is
Absolutely.
the steward for sure. And Fabs is the best possible producer, executive producer.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost another, it makes it even more of a bummer because this is like Ahsoka is like Filoni's brainchild.
Yeah.
He invented Ahsoka, and for this show to sort of, I don't know, just end up missing something at the end of it in the telling of it, like it's a bit of a bummer.
Yeah. You might be onto something with the whole like second season might be awesome. And maybe it's like a Kill Bill where it's like if you watch them both together, it maybe makes more sense, but it's a little bit of a
this is
tease.
Clearly just sort of meant to tease you, like whet your appetite for something. But it doesn't necessarily even do a great job of that because it's not very specific about what's going on. Like if you didn't know about any of if you hadn't watched those episodes, you'd be kind of like, huh?
Yeah, I kind of was.
Yeah, I was too. And then like I watched it again and I was like, oh, okay, right. The whole Mortis gods thing. And then like, at the end, Ahsoka's like looking off and she sees Anakin or whatever, but then like Morai, the like owl creature or whatever is out there like flying around, like, and that's sort of like her, spirit animal or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay, well that's why she's like, oh, I'm just gonna stay here. It's fine,
Right.
Like it's like a sign that she's supposed to be there for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's like at the end, I was just like, what? Like, why are they so okay with this? This is not okay. Like, you guys got to get back there and help out. Fucking Thrawn's there. This is a fucking nightmare.
Get your asses back there. Jump in a fucking whale.
Like, nah, it's fine. We're just going to chill out with the little, snail hobbits. It's cool.
It's cool. Let's take a break.
Snail hobbits. Yeah.
Dude, they totally dressed like hobbits.
They totally did.
Little hobbit outfits.
Little waistcoats and pants.
Yeah. Little pocket watches and shit.
Kind of had a little bit of the speed snaily bat dude Neverending Story kind of stuff going on.
Speed snaily bat dude. Got it.
Yeah, don't you remember that from Neverending Story?
Wait, I'm typing that into Google right now. Speed snaily bat guy.
It's like the bat dude and the speed snail.
No, I vaguely remember the speed snail. I haven't seen that in a while.
If I just say it a couple more times, you might remember. You probably don't remember because you're too hung up on the rock biter imitation practice that you've been doing.
Look at these big, strong hands.
I'm totally hung up on the boo blazers.
Oh, hell yeah. Everyone loves a good boo blazer.
Boo blazers.
The Stevenson's angsty Padawan was pretty cool. I was digging her.
She was all right.
Yeah, Shin Hati. I kept calling her Debbie Harry.
Debbie Harry. Why Debbie Harry?
I don't know. She just reminded me of Deborah Harry for some reason.
She totally had it. Yeah.
Who's Deborah Harry though? Sorry.
Blondie.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's a death. It's like Debbie Harry. She works in accounting. She's
Yeah.
You're fucking dead.
You're dead, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She had like the tiniest little pauldrons. Like they were like the anti.
Yes, they were
like anti,
like thimble pauldrons, little teeny ones.
Anti Warhammer 40K pauldrons, like.
Like she put her pauldrons in the wash and then accidentally put them in the dryer, and they're shrunk.
Yeah, they were just so tiny.
They're in there with the Red Sox. They're like small pink pauldrons.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Oh, I fucking love that.
So wait, what do I get? A Debbie Harry death? Heart of glass death?
Yeah, heart of glass death. That works.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked that she was super angsty and grumpy and whatnot, and Stevenson was like even keeled with her, like he was
totally.
It was just a good dynamic, I think her just being like meh, with like a different master, wouldn't have worked, but Baylan Skull just was a perfect kind of even keel to her, it's just like chill. We're going to go here,
Yeah.
Release her.
Can I need some help with the Morgan Elsbeth thing, because for the first half of the show, before she becomes the Dark Witch, I placed her in the timeline where Mando happens after this, but clearly that's not the case because
they happen concurrently, dude.
Sure, but I thought she died at the end of Mando. Didn't Mando kill her?
No.
I mean, clearly not, but
no, she got into her first fight with Ahsoka.
Yeah, but then I thought Mando
With
had the
like,
spear
Beskar
fight with her.
spear. No, that was with Ahsoka.
Oh,
Daff of
it's been a while.
Beskar.
I thought that Mando dueled her and took her out, but
No, she fought with Ahsoka. Ahsoka got the spear. I don't know. I think she got away. I think Elsbeth got away.
I was
but Ahsoka
super
got the Beskar
confused.
spear, and she gave it to
Mando. Yeah. Okay.
afterwards. Mando stayed out and fought the
Oh, that's right. Fought Bean or whatever.
He fought
Michael
Michael Bean and basically fought the battle outside.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just being an idiot. Yeah, right on. That's a real shame that they killed her off, dude. I really liked Diana Lee.
Yeah, I completely agree. She was actually one of my favorites. I was really excited to see more of her because I loved her in that Mando episode.
Yeah.
And I was really bummed out that she got dispatched the way she did, dude. I was like, really, dude? Because, it was like, we're getting like some more cool lore, dude. The Witches of Dathomir. And then we finally meet, the Reverend Mothers of Dathom, whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was getting.
Right? And then they make her like a full Reverend Mother and they give her this dope-ass sword. And then they kill her, dude.
Dude, like 8 seconds later, yeah.
Yeah.
Like at the very least, she could have died in a duel next season or something.
She's a Night Sister. For 2, this is Star Wars. She might not be gone forever.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ooh. Cool.
I mean, the Night Sisters can raise the dead, etc. Obviously,
That's true. Actually, with all that zombie shit they had,
zombie stormtroopers.
I don't know how I feel about the zombie stormtroopers, but I'll go along with it.
Yeah, I mean,
they just need to stop with the fucking zombies in all these movies, man.
Wait, are you saying that all the stormtroopers that Thrawn had were zombie stormtroopers?
No, just the last group.
No,
just that last group that stayed behind that they raised. She raised them from the dead or whatever.
Wow. Okay, I didn't realize that. I must have missed that.
Really?
Must have missed the glowing green eyes and all that kind of crazy shit.
No, really, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? Like, was there a whole scene where she like?
Yeah. They
Ezra and Sabine
take a whole group
Ahsoka take a whole group of stormtroopers out on their way in, trying to fight their way to the ship.
Right.
And they get back up.
They all get raised.
They take them all up, and they all get back up, and their eyes are going green and shit.
And you can cut off their arm, and they just keep coming at you or whatever.
Wow. Yeah. No, I totally missed that somehow. Sorry.
No, that's all right. We got to come up with a name for this. I love it. Yeah, I could have done without the zombie shit, but whatever. I'm not super grumpy about it. I don't really fucking care.
Yeah, I mean, and unfortunately, I think that's going to be
the thing,
the thing. Yeah, Thrawn's coming back with a fucking zombie army essentially.
All right, well, whatever, dude. I mean,
give it a whirl.
If the lore works, the lore works. I'm not opposed to it.
At least it's some kind of weird force magic that's reanimating them and not a virus.
Yeah.
And they're not going to go around biting people and turning them into zombies too. Yeah, you have to shoot them in the head. That's totally true. But they kept a couple of the tropes, but not all of them.
Not all. Yeah.
Right, but that's what I mean by we've got a whole universe of lore here to explore, and they can do that. And there's other interesting and cool stuff in the Star Wars universe, the Witches of Eastwick Dathomir people, and they can do these various things, and there's all sorts of force powers and force magic and all that sort of stuff. So I'm more into that than
same old shit.
Sequelogy sludge they've been troweling out. I'm open to it. I'm open to it, I guess is what I'm saying. Sorry.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying too. I could do without the zombies, but I'll go along with it. Whatever.
I mean, whatever. It's just yet another army of faceless, forgettable, people that can just get shot in droves and nobody will care.
Just red shirts.
We'll
started
always
off
need
as the
them.
stormtroopers. Moved on to the stupid droid army, and then went back to fucking stormtroopers, and now they're zombie stormtroopers. So
That's it.
You know.
Well, I was a stormtrooper originally, and then I got shot in the head, and then I got reanimated, and then I was a zombie stormtrooper for a while, and now I'm a regular stormtrooper again.
Just sitting in the
what are you
mess
gonna
drinking
do?
a zombie
It
beer.
just goes with the job, man. It goes with the
That's the way
job.
it is, man. I love it. Well, in
good stuff.
the Thrawn trilogy of books was a bit more directly following Jedi, where it's like very Leia heavy, and there's like these like bat species assassin race, almost like Fremen-esque, and so it's a bit more traditional in there. So I don't know if they thread any of
That's
that
what I
stuff
thought.
in.
Minox chewing on the wires.
Chewing on the
God, you
wires.
sounded almost exactly like him right there.
That's it, man.
Great.
I don't know, because there's that whole like alien shit too, where like I guess in the extended universe is like an entire extra galactic fucking alien race that comes in or something.
Yeah, I forget what they're
Fucking Pepto Bismos or some shit.
Some shit.
We shall
Zorg.
see. I'm down with the Thrawn, dude. Grand Admiral Todd could be quite interesting. I hope they don't milk it too hard, but like I'm interested to see what Thrawn does.
Yeah, I like Thrawn as a character. I'm enjoying Lars Mikkelsen, although he's like kind of disturbingly channeling like Elon Musk.
A little bit, yeah.
in this Thrawn portrayal.
Yeah.
I love that.
But he's good. And, it's like, again, this is like sort of, it has whet my appetite for things, I guess, to come. Like, I want more of this shit, but hopefully they deliver more of it next time instead of just,
cutting it
sort
off
of giving
in
us
eight episodes.
shades of it.
Yeah, same old shit. They seem to have course corrected a bit, but I remember seeing a video from some Star Wars nerd who seemed to like not be a neckbeard, who was like, I was super worried about things, and then this show came out and that show came out, and Ahsoka's doing pretty good. But then when he heard that there was a new Rey Skywalker movie, it was like, oh wait, never mind. Like if you're gonna make another fucking movie from the sequelogy, like maybe you haven't found your way back to the light side, guys. We shall see. Nothing against the actors in the sequelogy at all, but I just feel like they just need to leave all that stuff.
No, it's not. I don't know what they're going to do to continue that story and make it good. I just don't.
It's weird.
Apparently, Dave Filoni is going to be making a film that sort of ties all the threads of Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, and this show.
So kind of Avengers Endgame-esque, but
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm totally into it.
I wonder what took them so long to figure that out.
Right. I still feel like the strongest one is
clearly all the shows are coming to a head here.
Yeah, exactly. So. I still feel like Andor is the best of the bunch for me, at least.
Wow.
Yeah, there's something just different enough about Andor that really makes it compelling.
Yeah, it's good. I stick with my Mando love.
I'm totally down, Mando.
Yeah.
I'm
like totally Mando. Down with Andor.
I mean, between the four of them, right? Between like Boba Fett, Mando, Ahsoka, and Andor. I don't know. I feel like Boba Fett's at the bottom of that.
I agree. Yeah, Boba Fett's at the bottom. I do enjoy the Sand People piece, though.
Yeah, and it's not to say that it's bad. It's just it's
the Vespas.
Like, not my the Vespas really got to me.
Those Vespas really fucked you up, bro. I mean, I gotta say again, like when Mando comes in the 7th episode, dude, and we get giant monsters versus giant robots and all of that stuff. It's such a great episode.
No, it's not terrible. It's just not my fave.
Fair.
That's it.
And the Twi'lek guy who's the
ass lick dude. I like that guy.
The professional ass kisser is great, dude.
Yeah, he's funny.
Oh my god. Yeah. So, what are we on? Are we on Lars still?
Yeah,
sort of.
I totally thought it because I don't really watch the trailers and stuff. I just caught a glimpse here and there of Thrawn that I thought it was Robert Patrick because he kind of just for like a moment looked kind of like Robert Patrick.
Kind of does. Yeah, he does.
And I was super into it, but then when it wasn't, I was like, oh, it's okay. And it's one of the Mickelsons, one of the Mickelson clan. So
we love the Mickelsons, dude.
Dude, he totally looks like Elon.
He does.
He looks like Elon fucking overdosed on fucking colloidal silver.
I love it. That's great. He was great. I enjoyed him for sure. I loved his weird ass captain of the guard with the like gold Roman statue face in his stormtrooper helmet. Like I was totally digging that.
Yeah.
Dude, that was West Chatham, man.
Was it really?
Yes,
Really?
I just read that today. Yeah, I just read that today. I was like, no way. Yeah, West Chatham, man.
That's sick.
That's
But they
awesome.
had a vocal the sort of
Right, modulation on his voice.
thank you modulation, dude. So
Yeah.
Dude, I love it.
I know, right? Like that was a great character too, man.
That tracks.
What's the
Totally
name of that
That
shit?
are we tracking that?
Are we tra-
Jarhigo?
Yeah. That shit where they repair like broken cups and bowls in Japan with the gold threads. They had that going on with the armor too. I liked a lot of Thrawn's kind of ragtag group, like been with the same gear
Right.
for 50 years or whatever it was, and they had like the red ribbons tied around their legs and shit. It was super cool, man.
Oh, I mean the red tape to hold it together.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
was like Night Sister shit.
Zombie market.
Oh, okay.
These stormtroopers with the red tape are the zombie stormtroopers, and the regular white ones are over here. These are the non-zombie stormtroopers.
And then you got weird gold-faced West Chatham. Fucking
Dude, I love that that's West Chatham. That's so cool.
Right? Did that? You know what I thought of immediately when I saw Captain Chatham was
All edges lasagna.
It reminded me. No, not all edges lasagna, dude. That would be the normal assumption, but it made me think of the inbred prince from freaking not Merlin, what the Excalibur, dude.
fucking Mordred.
Yes, Mordred, especially
Yeah.
because of the face mask, mostly.
Right, the gold
Oh.
face. Yeah, totally.
I was like, oh, it's Mordred.
Yeah, totally.
It had that kind of feel to it, the way the mask was constructed. I mean, it didn't act anything like him, obviously, but it just
Come,
jumped in
Father.
my head.
Let us finally embrace.
Grandfather!
What was the stupid fucking dance? Was that Excalibur? The
Cuckoo.
Yeah.
Just watch that. Just watch
Behold
that
the
the other night.
hottest woman in the world.
And all the guys are just breathing heavy. So good.
Cuckoo.
I just love that.
Igrayne, dance.
Igrayne.
She's just like flapping her arms and spinning around. It's like, what is she
Igrayne
doing?
interpretive dance.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for a bunch of men that haven't had sex in a long time, you don't need to really do a whole lot of anything.
That's fair enough.
You can just flail around for a second.
Clearly.
And
Be
you're
a
good.
woman.
Clearly,
Yeah, right,
clearly.
exactly.
I love that.
So getting back to Lars, like, we love the Mickelsons, and I forgot he was Stregobor in Witcher, man.
yeah.
And,
Which one was Stregobor again?
He was the wizard that he encounters like early in the first season.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And I feel like he was in something else that we really liked, but it's escaping me at the moment.
Don't know, bro. Doesn't look like it. I happen to be. He was on House of Cards for 13 episodes.
Yeah, I heard about. I saw that too. I can't. God damn it, Ben! I can't get that stupid song or your voice doing it out of my head.
It's not a bad thing to have stuck in your head.
Yeah. I can't replicate it either.
Dude, in terms of tying the threads together, I really love the X-Wing captain, dude. The Paul Sun-Hyung Lee guy, Captain
Yes.
Teva. He's great, man.
Yeah.
I really like that character.
I want to do a compilation of you butchering people's names on the show.
Go for it.
Yeah, he's great. Captain Carson Teva.
He's
Yeah,
just perfect
great. You
as
gotta-
the ragtag kind of rebel pilot, He really kind of embodies that old school kind of rebel feel. I like it.
Yeah, he does. And we've gotten him in
Totally.
Mando, and we've gotten him in like everything. It's been great.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He would have fit right in on the like trench run.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, totally. You know what you would have been great at, man? The trench run.
He was Rocky V's wingman.
He probably used to play pickleball with Porkins.
No doubt, man. Porkins was the pickleball
I
champ.
can't. I've got to play pickleball with Porkins tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry,
I'm
man. I can't do it.
Can't do that.
Dude, you should play. You should play. Come on, it's fun.
I don't know. Pickleball, really?
Yeah, it's
All
fun,
right,
dude.
all
Come on.
right.
Oh shit.
Yo, Benny, you can help fill this gap for me. What's the story with what's the deal with
What's the deal?
what's the deal with Ezra's master? Did he like can you tell me a little bit of that cuz I don't know that from the show. So Ezra's master's the main dude in the crew on Rebels, and then like it sounded like at the end he got separated and they don't know if he's dead or what's the story there?
No, he basically sacrificed himself
Oh, okay.
so he could get away.
yeah.
He's confirmed dead.
I believe so. Yeah.
Outside of the obvious Star Wars people coming back from the dead thing.
Yes. Outside of that, I believe he is dead.
Okay.
He
They
literally
really
like,
didn't
force
die.
held off an
I
explosion
fell
so they
off
could
the cliff.
get away.
Gotcha.
It was a
And then,
cave,
like, they-
and I was hiding in the cave the whole time.
You having a moment, Kev? Drinking milk. He's drinking force blue milk in a force cave.
I was drinking. I thought it was green milk.
I think Harrison Dillard would be pissed off if she found out he was still alive.
Yeah, right.
Raising their kid together.
Right? Good casting for Ramona Flowers as Harrison Dula, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. That was cool.
Yeah.
It's a good cast.
I'm really digging the casting for all of the
yeah, Sabine.
Rebels characters.
Yeah, they're all pretty good.
Yeah, I was ecstatic to see two things. The opening, the very, very opening in the first episode, we get Mark Ralston, who I love. We love Mark Ralston. And that whole opening was so very Star Trek. It was kind of weird.
How so?
Like with him sitting on the bridge.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
the way that whole thing went down. He was like, the bridge was kind of, laid out in a similar fashion to the Star Trek ships. And like he was sitting in the chair and like all the orders he was giving. I was like, dude, this is strangely familiar. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it had a very Star Trek kind of vibe to it, And then he goes downstairs and.
Probably on purpose.
Fucking Balin
Yeah, maybe it
shows
was. Yeah, it was just cool. I liked it. That's all. And I love Ralston, and of course he got killed in the first 2 seconds. It's like, really, dude? Thanks.
It's always the way. Yeah, Balin shows up and fucks shit up.
Big time.
Big time. Ah, it's such a bummer that dude's
Big
dead.
time. Big
Ray
time.
Stevenson's so great.
Yeah, it opens with like her friend Ray, and I'm like, huh? Who's Ray? Like, what? Oh, gee, some like guy in the makeup department die or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like it dawned on me like halfway through the first episode. I was like, oh fuck, Ray? No, come on.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I read about it, and I was like flabbergasted.
Yeah, it's such a shame. I tend to agree with you that like a recast where that character gets to do the full thing that he was going to do is the best possible tribute there. So I hope they make that decision.
Yeah, I hope so, man. They can do it.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. It was clearly shaping up to be a pretty big part of the following story. So
Was Clancy Brown in something recently with Star Wars? I feel like he was in maybe some Mando shit or something.
he was in the Venture Brothers movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Could have swore he was a bit part in like a Mando. Oh, he was the governor in Ahsoka. That's right.
The governor in Ahsoka?
Yeah. He was the guy that was up giving the speech where Sabine doesn't show up.
Oh, that's right. That's fucking right. That's right. That's right.
I feel like he could do.
Yep.
I feel like he could do Balin Skull.
Jesus, I gotta go. Yeah, if he hadn't already,
Yeah. Ben the mayor.
been the mayor.
Well,
Yeah.
exactly. The mayor was a Jedi the whole time.
Lothal. If he hadn't already been the mayor of Lothal, then yeah, it would be not a bad choice. There's lots of people that can.
Yeah. That's just such a bummer. I'm gonna say it like 20 times. I totally dug the Anakin Force Ghost at the end thing. as opposed to the Anakin Force Ghost CGI'd into the end of Return of the Jedi remake. Like the Anakin Force Ghost played by Hayden in this one was quite cool at the end.
Yeah, I liked all the. I mean, there was a bunch of flashback stuff with Anakin.
Yeah, and that
was
weird
cool,
kind of nether world kind of thing.
Yeah, the like in between place or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah,
it was in my head right before right
before I punched it on the side of your head.
Totally fucking just dislodged it. Yeah,
it's my job on the show. That's the whole point. It's what I bring to the show.
Something like the in between place, but all the like flashback shit was pretty cool too, with like young Ahsoka. And young Anakin. Like that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. It was cool.
Really cool. I'm
real salty about Force Ghost Anakin from when they jammed it into Jedi and like CGI'd the Darth Vader actor out of it. You know, you remember in the original Return of the Jedi, it was the original like raisin-looking dude, Force Ghost.
You mean Billy Joel?
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy Joel, exactly.
Billy Joel playing the harmonica.
It's Billy Joel. The Billy Joel Force Ghost. And then, like, I just remember seeing the remake of Jedi, and it was Hayden Christensen, and I was just like, fuck you! You know, like... but the Hayden Christensen Force Ghost here was actually quite nostalgic, and I really enjoyed it at the end.
No, it was appropriate, man. But I did
reasoning.
Not like the way, yeah.
Sorry, I was going to say the reasoning for Hayden Christensen being edited in at the end of Jedi is that he died as Anakin Skywalker, not Darth Vader.
Yeah.
So, like, his Force Ghost would go back to who he was before he became Darth Vader.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
I'm still salty about it, but
I can get down with that.
Yeah, it doesn't like thrill me, but I'm like, I guess whatever. Right. Stop trying to fix shit, Lucas.
That's it.
Stop nitpicking with your own stuff. Like, just fucking leave it alone. It's fine.
No doubt. Yeah,
we were fine. We were fine with it before.
But I guess I'm like, oh, I get it. I guess.
I definitely dug the flashbacks in here, though. The young Ahsoka stuff was cool. I don't know. I don't know a lot about Ahsoka. I mean, I'm familiar enough. But I like how conflicted she is in moments in the show, and how like stoic she is in other moments. Like she's real stoic and super strong in general, and like the strong silent type. A la Western movies and a la samurai style movies. But like she has that little bit of conflict in there, which it's just like a really fleshed out character, I guess.
Yeah, there's definitely some interesting conflict going on in this, where it's like she's milling over what Anakin became, and if that means that's what she's going to become, and she's trying to train Sabine, and wondering if that's like what Sabine is going to become. So
it's interesting.
There's all this sort of
I mean, if Space Hitler is your teacher, it's pretty wild.
It's got to fuck with you a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt.
Nobody saw it coming.
That's it. Except for the gods in the episode that showed Anakin his future and then wiped it from his memory.
Right. Yeah. Nice job, guys.
I liked the kind of rebel nature of Hera and Ahsoka and Sabine kind of just being like, fuck you, when the powers that be wouldn't give them all permission to do what they needed to do. There's a lot of old school kind of rebel-y shit going on in there.
Yeah, I kind of dig it, but I kind of like, I don't know. They've started to like, I feel like that's kind of become like a thing, like a device that they've used. Like,
it is.
I've seen that before.
It is.
Where it's like, yeah, but we were rebels, so let's rebel.
But
it's like,
at the same time, that fucking prick senator, where Hera's like, oh, were you in the war? And he's like, no. It's like, well, fuck you then, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe what I liked was...
So there's got to be some slimy scumbag dude on the fucking council
that
it. Like, doesn't want to,
wants to cock block the thing.
Do the right thing. Yeah, exactly.
But I enjoyed that it was the politician being a weak-kneed piece of shit, and they were just like, yeah, fuck you, mate. Fuck you.
Oh, it was fucking 3PO that showed up and saved the day.
Yeah, that was, I done
that.
Hold on. I have information from Senator Obama.
But it was Anthony Daniels himself, dude. It's so crazy. That guy's played that character for these 48 years or whatever.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man.
Fucking 3PO. I love how 3PO is the best possible example of being an annoying fucking droid. Like, he's just, every time he comes to the screen since I was a little kid, I've just been like, God damn it, 3PO, you're so annoying. But it's kind of like what's so charming about him.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that Morgan Elsbeth, Diana Lee, is a legend in the stunt space and was named after Bruce Lee, who's her godfather and all that kind of stuff. That's cool. I don't know if we covered that in the Ahsoka.
Really?
Yeah, her dad, I guess, is like a legendary Filipino martial artist, and I think it looks like Ahsoka's double short sword style comes from some of the Filipino martial arts that might be similar to what Nick Marv does with the knife fighting. So it might just be an interesting thread there. But either way, yeah, Bruce Lee's goddaughter.
Bruce Lee's goddaughter? Really? Wow. Cool.
And it looks like her credits are like mostly stunt related, so this could be like a real big, major kind of breakout for her, which is cool. But she's great. I really dug her. And then they killed her.
Groovy.
They killed her.
They killed her? Question mark. The Ezra Bridger casting was good too. That was a tricky one.
Yeah,
he's such an iconic looking character.
I don't know anything about those Rebels characters, man. So this is my first time really seeing him.
Yeah, okay.
And,
it's just another ragtag group, basically. But
can you please stop saying ragtag?
I mean, that's literally what they are, though. The ragtag death.
What was Ben? Didn't the beginning of the original Battlestar Galactica in the intro with Lauren Green say that a ragtag group of ships going through the stars or something like that, right?
It's been a long time since I've seen OG Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, you're digging in the dustbins there, bud.
But I feel like I sparked something in your brain, perhaps.
You may be correct. I'm going with 90. I'm going with 85% confidence on that.
There you go.
I like that. I'm gonna just not look that up right now, like I normally would.
Ooh,
yeah,
yep.
Who are you, and what have you done with Kev?
Let's neither confirm nor deny that, and leave it up to curious listeners to figure it out for themselves.
Let's leave it up to the gods,
dude. That 80s video that you sent through, the montage video that was like, Hu Yang, the 25,000-year-old really important thing, is just an airplane mechanic now. It was really funny, too. I really like that. Hu Yang.
Yeah, it was great.
I think it's wild that Hu Yang is 25,000 years old, and they're just like, yeah, shut up, Hu Yang. Like, you don't know what you're talking about, man. It's super funny.
Dude, I loved that robot. Like,
I'm a droid racism that's, clearly a part of this universe.
I love me some droid racism. Don't have enough racism in the real life. We have droid racism.
I just like cool droids. And we have gotten mostly really great ones. I started rewatching Rogue One, and I love freaking Alan Tudyk's K2SO. It's so good.
Hell yeah,
so good.
And the one from Lando. Solo was great, and there's a couple crappers in there, man. Like when the Sequelogy, we got let's see how we can make a smaller, cuter robot to go with R2 and 3PO
that gives a flamethrower thumbs up.
Exactly, dude. So tiresome. So I know, right? So I really liked those cool battle droids, that approached her and then self-destructed in the first episode. I liked a very similar kind of droid like attacked Hu Yang underneath the ship in episode 4, the Fallen Jedi episode. And I really like Hu Yang. He's a great character, man, and a great droid. Really
played
cool.
by David Tennant.
Yeah, Doctor Who.
Yes,
I didn't realize that.
I saw that, which is great. I know I didn't know that either, and I didn't recognize the voice.
No.
Filoni himself does the voice for, the noises for Chopper.
Oh, really?
Would be kind of fun and interesting, but sometimes annoying.
Yeah, I think Chopper is very lovable from the show. He's very much a R2E kind of sidekick of the show, a little bit of sass. So The fact that we haven't watched all the shows
Atui.
probably part of why it's just kind of like a whatever with Chopper.
Yes, Atui.
He's very much like R2, but he's more like less likely to comply and actually help.
Yeah, he's more of a prick, if I remember correctly.
He's more of a prick,
Yeah.
more of like a, like just not gonna help at all, and then like all of a sudden he comes through at the last minute.
I don't know. R2's kind of like
Chopper. Jesus Christ, come on!
I feel like
R2
R2 is kind of like a dog, and Chopper's kind of a cat. You know, it's just kind of like fuck you.
Yeah, absolutely. He's like, bah, 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 bah.
Look at my droid butthole.
Totally.
Just picture Chopper like climbing up your back and then like fucking rolling all over your keyboard while you're trying to type something in. We bitsing and bobsing.
I have no idea. Are we? Sure, let's do it.
I feel like we covered the
I'll start it
cast.
off. I'll start it off with yet another cast member. I was very happy to see Clancy Brown in yet another
Yeah, dude.
role in this sort of, all these series that are happening. He played that
Mayor dude.
horn guy, Berg or Blerg or Crag or whatever his name was in the episode where they broke Bill Burr out of the prison.
Oh,
ship.
yeah. Yep.
And had very few lines, so it was cool to see him as a senator in this, man. I can never get enough Clancy Brown.
I love me some Clancy Brown. No
Ever.
doubt.
Right?
It's nice to see him in
Right.
John Wick, for example. John Wick 4.
Totally. Wait,
Yeah, the
what?
3PO bit was a good
Oh,
bit.
yeah.
We already covered it.
Yep, 3PO was great. What else did I like? I really like that. We never, at least I didn't catch the name of, if there was one, of that helmeted sort of Sith warrior that we first see on Corellia.
Oh, yeah.
And then again in the forest.
With the spinny
You know,
swords.
with the spinning sword.
It's Ezra Bridger. He's going to the dark side.
Oh, I was going to say, it's secretly Darth Maul. He came back.
No,
Ugh.
there were like a million. Everybody was
I'm
convinced it was Ezra.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
neckbeards. Love it. That finding the hyperdrive in the shipyard kind of sequence was cool. I enjoyed that kind of detective-y bit. For the Empire! And fucking cut them all down and stuff. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great reenactment, by the way.
Thanks.
Chad.
Yeah, I've been practicing actually all week.
That was
I could tell.
flawless.
So good, Ben.
Flawless.
We didn't really talk about Sabine much. I enjoyed
No,
the
we
character. I am aware of the character and haven't watched enough Rebels to know like whether it was a good or bad portrayal. But I liked that she was kind of angsty and made the selfish decision. I feel like that's one of the more interesting things about this particular season is like, I could be wrong here, but I feel like often the choices are made by the heroes for the betterment of, the universe. And in this case, she's like, nah, I just want to get my friend back, You don't normally get that kind of decision in Star Wars.
Yeah, I dig that. I dig it.
Fuck the consequences kind of thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Fuck
ragtag
the
group, Kev,
consequences.
ragtag.
Dude, say ragtag again.
Ragtag.
I love that it was like an old Space Invaders game that she used that
dude.
Sabine used to try and like decode the
To hack the
robot's head
Gibson?
or whatever. Like get with exactly. To hack the Gibson. It's like literally a Space Invaders game.
So good.
No, not cool.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
just
Space
said it was
Invaders
cool. I
game,
liked
yeah.
it.
I didn't know. Well, I wasn't going to get into it, but I'm not nuts about like, I don't want to see like stuff from like our lame world in Star
Dude, that's
Wars.
100% of where everything in the fucking Star Wars universe comes from.
Yeah.
Now. Like literally everything is like kit bash from model kits. Like
World War
every
II guns
gun
and
is
stuff,
like an
yeah.
actual World War II gun that's like had a scope and some other shit attached to it. Like it's all the fucking Luke's lightsabers, Graflex flash handle, like all that shit is like it's always been a thing.
Kev,
Always.
if this will help convince you, you might even say that the stunt department was pulling together a ragtag group of parts to make these props,
Would love to put my foot in your ass. Right now. Yeah, all right. I guess, yeah. I from that perspective, I guess I just, I don't know. Just what I said.
I get what you're saying. I mean, like,
I'm just saying.
sometimes when you can
want,
recognize what the
like,
thing is, it pulls you out of the story. Like, I get that part of it for sure.
It's not. Yeah, but it's also
I
it's
didn't get
Star
it.
Wars too. I don't. I want it. Like I'm watching it because I don't. I want to escape from this world, this reality. Not. You know what I mean? Like I think
Well,
both things are true. Yeah.
I think the thing of like, you know, making all of those different things out of, you know, World War II guns and this, that, and the third, like that's all awesome. You know what I mean? But I think and I get that comparison. I think that you know, it was like the same thing with the speeder bike scene. Like I like the speeder bike scene, you know, and it's like, but we're getting this kind of like, you know, rockin' kind of Japanese music, you know. It's kind of like, you know, I don't know.
Oh, the
Whatever.
opening thing
It's
was
just
Sabine?
Yeah. Like I like the sequence, but I was just like, do we really need like that music? You know what I mean? Like, how about something?
But they only listen to John Williams music in Star Wars.
Or no, they don't. But we got Head in a Jar Higo singing, Chicken in a Pot. We got the Lopty Neck song from.
I don't know.
You know what I mean,
Benny? I think maybe you should do the Excalibur song. Like that would have been a good overlay on the speeder bike scene.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. Okay, let's move on because you guys are definitely not into my response to those two things. All right.
No, I'm with you, man.
It's not like I recognized that in the scene. It wasn't until after the fact that it was pointed out to
You
me.
read
and I was
about it,
like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's totally what that is.
Yeah.
Right
So,
on. I'm down, dude.
Wasn't like I was broken out of the. Never mind.
Broken out of the story with it. Yeah, no, I got you, man.
Yeah, it's not like it destroyed. It's not like the Space Invaders thing destroyed my immersion in the story by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, right on.
Sometimes it does though. Like I don't know if it was Andor. There was one recent Star Wars thing I think where it was like someone pulled up like a Festool toolkit, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a Festool toolkit that hasn't been modified at all. You know, it's like green handles and everything.
Oh yes, I remember that, man. That was from Andor or the last Mando, I think.
Yeah, okay, but whatever.
When they were like sifting through the whatever. Yeah,
it's forgivable. I'm totally on the motorcycle of the kit bash stuff because it really is the like scrappy low budget kind of shit. But sometimes it does.
It's fine. And there are times where it doesn't work. For instance, Andor, somebody totally pulled out like a fucking AK-47.
Yeah, exactly.
And started firing.
Yeah,
and I was like,
yeah.
Dude, they didn't even put anything on it. Like, it's just like literally an AK-47.
Yeah, kids, you're not trying.
Yeah.
And somebody tried to explain it. Yeah, there were projectile weapons in Star Wars.
Oh, my God.
Not everything was a laser.
And then someone threw that guy off a
Shut
balcony.
Like, yeah, I'm fine with there being projectile weapons. I'm not fine with there being totally recognizable projectile weapons.
Exactly. That is my point. That was my point.
At least throw a scope on it, man. Come on.
Right, exactly. At least do do
something weird.
Some bits and put some greeblies on it to disguise it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Or make it shoot pew pew lasers instead of bullets.
Right?
Something.
Whichever.
Space whales, that was kind of random. Kind of interesting. Also kind of silly where it was like, we need to follow this giant space ring, hyperspace ring thing. Let's jump in a whale and hope they go to the same place because maybe they won't. It's like, okay.
Well,
kind of funny.
They thought they explained that pretty good, actually.
There's a reason for it. Yeah.
Okay.
That was their place of dying, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also, that's how Ezra got there.
Oh.
Well, that's what I figured.
And they knew that, so that's why they did it.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
That space ring was cool because it was very much like the little fighter style hyperspace rings in the prequels, which was cool.
Just a giant Star Destroyer size.
That was fucking cool when the Star Destroyer linked into it.
Yeah.
I loved how beat the
cool.
shit Thrawn Star Destroyer was.
Yeah, it was all tatted up and shit.
Yeah, like the fucking, it had like a giant, it had like a back tattoo. Yeah, exactly. And then it had like a broken engine and all that shit. That was cool.
Had like a tramp stamp.
It totally did. It had a tramp stamp.
Tramp stamp.
Star Destroyer tramp stamp. It's so perfect. It's a very, very sassy Star Destroyer.
It won a twerking competition.
It totally did, man. You know that kind of Star Destroyer has like a bunch of speakers on the outside, so when it drives around, it just plays like fucking Insane Clown Posse or something. You know, like, I love that. The Juggalo Star Destroyer.
It went to the fucking gathering of the Juggalos.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Drank a bunch of Faygo.
I love it. All right. It's as good, it's as good a place as any to transition to nuggets.
Yeah, sure.
Love it.
Okay, so nuggets. I don't really have any nuggets. I kind of dropped them all in the...
A real life nugget, I didn't realize until recently that Mary Elizabeth Winstead is married to Ewan McGregor, which, I don't know, for some reason is heartwarming to me.
Yeah, I read that in the in my various travels for this. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's weird that I think it's cool, but they seem like good people, so I hope they're happy.
You know, they just just seem like good folks.
They just do. They do.
Yeah.
I've got another hiding in plain sight sort of nug.
Ooh, do
like
it.
The West Chatham.
Ooh.
Claudia Black played Clotho, one of the Night Mothers. Claudia
Really?
Black of Farscape and
Oh, dude, yes.
Stargate
Black.
fame. Yeah.
Yes. Australia's
Pitch Black.
own Farscape, dude.
That's cool.
That's interesting.
I like the Bene Gesserit kind of thing that they had going on there. It was cool.
Definitely. Yeah.
I love it. That's a good nug, bruh.
Yeah, that was a really good nug, dude. Sweet nug, bro.
Dude. Nice nugs.
Nice.
That's it. I don't have any other nugs.
Okay. All right, deaths. We have two recorded anyway. They were both mine. I ejected. I didn't even tell you this, but I ejected on the Neverending Story.
Did you?
And then I did, yeah.
It's very honest of you to own up to it.
Snail creature. Yeah, of course. I wanted to see the snail creature, and I couldn't find a picture of him. And then I got the Heart of Glass death.
Yeah. I'll take a ragtag death if you want.
Did we
turn?
Did that get morphed into a thing?
Maybe it's just like for this episode.
For this episode,
yeah.
Ooh, so it's like a new kind of death, like a one-time death.
Yeah.
So just use it in an episode.
It's like a beating the dead horse death.
Rag, like it. All right, cool. Ratings. Let's do it. Sup? Did.
I think I was a C before talking to you guys, but you guys got me kind of pumped. I'm a B, so I'll go with a B on it.
Interesting.
I think Benny's comment about it, hopefully the second season ties it all together, I think is a pretty solid chance of that happening, I hope.
Right. Okay, I'm really curious to hear what Ben's is. Zzz.
I'm going to go with a B++.
Wow.
Nice.
I think there's a lot of good stuff here, but like I said, they really got to stop sticking to a time-restrained formula for these series and give them the time they need to tell the story that they're trying to tell. Because, there was something here, and they clearly sort of dropped the ball on like fleshing it out as much as it needed to be fleshed out. So,
yeah.
Agree.
But I'm excited for the show and future of the show. So hopefully they pick it up.
I'm totally on board with the 16 episodes if it's like 12 or 13 of the episodes are story, and then there's like a few Monster of the Week episodes. Like, that would be really cool to see live action.
I don't need to see a Monster of the Week episode, I'm not.
The Monster of the Week episodes give time for character development.
Yeah, exactly. Like
and
that
Bill
Burr
those
one
little
was
quiet
great.
moments and conversations that need to happen, that can't just get crammed into the the
main thread.
The big, space Nazi. We got to beat the space Nazis shit,
Sure.
You need those little ones to let shit like that happen.
Totally, brah.
Sometimes.
When done right. Monster of the Week, when done poorly, is just like fucking, I don't know. Some of the X-Files kind of went off the rails a bit with the too much Monster of the Week, for my tastes, for example. So you can do it wrong.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. No, for sure. I think Man, what do I want to give this? I'm kind of teetering between an A minus and a excuse me, an A minus and like a Benny's B plus plus. I think I'll go with a. I'm gonna go with an A.01.
An A.01.
Yep, I'm combining both of my scoring methods.
That means that it's higher than an A by 0.01.
I know. I'm not. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give it the same thing Ben did. I'm gonna go with the B plus plus.
I like it.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
B.99.
Yeah.
Yeah, B.99. There you go. I think, I don't know, Ben kind of said it. You know, it's like the story thing. I hadn't really thought of that until you brought it up, but it's true. And I don't know, I'm feeling guilty, like I'm being harsh, but there's so much great stuff in this. No, I know. Yeah, leave it at the B.9. I like it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's great, and I'm excited for the second one, and I want to finish watching this again, you know? Just kind of absorb it some more, and I was definitely enjoying it more.
Just talking about it, I'm realizing how out of touch I am with like the first 4 episodes now, and I really should go back and watch it again.
Check it out again.
Yeah, that's kind of like, exactly. I was kind of feeling, you know, I was getting that kind of sluggish feeling for the last 4, you know, like running up to talking about it, obviously, on the show, you know, so now I'm kind of like, you know, I like what you said earlier about the books, Chad, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I'm watching it a second time. There's no pressure. I've already watched it. I can kind of kick back and just kind of absorb it a little bit more.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, you're not worried about what's going to happen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, there you have it.
There you have it.
All right. Chad Slab, what are we doing next week, buddy?
I'm actually camping next week, so I think there's a twofer on the cards. Do you guys want to figure out what you want to toof?
Toof? What about Enemy Mine? Should we save, or do you want to do that with us, C-Lab?
I don't mind. Nah, you can do it.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's such a classic sci-fi, though, right? Witch.
Yeah, but it's also one that the two of us have probably seen ad nauseum when we were kids. And
yeah, I've never seen it.
Totally, dude.
Yeah, okay.
Totally, dude.
That works.
All right. Darvich. Oh, my God. All right, so, do you know who that is? It's Will Davidge, man! All right. So there you have it, folks. Next week, we're doing Enemy Mine, the classic 80s sci-fi with Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett Jr., and that's going to be a twofer. What did you call it before, Chad?
I was just saying that you guys, what are you guys going to toof?
Toof, yeah. So that's a toof. It's going to be me. Toof. It's going to be me and Benny as Chad.
We're going to brush our tooth.
Holy shit, dude. I'm going to give you a death for that, man.
What?
Between that and the I like the Forrest Whitaker when there's 2 back-to-back twofers. I like that too.
Wait, what?
When you were absent for 2 shows in a row, so we did 2 twofers in a row, and I called it a Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, boy.
Maybe it was just funny to me, but I thought it was funny.
I do not remember that, and I do not get that.
I do not remember it, and I do not like it. 4, twofer Howard, Forrest Whitaker. No.
Oh, wow.
You laughed at the time, you son of a bitch.
Did I really? Because I want to kill you now.
I want to fucking kill you.
Anyway, all right. So yeah, that's it. We got it. All right. Say goodbye.
See ya.
See ya. Bye, everybody. So long. And that's going to wrap up this week's show. My name is Kev, and I'm on the cut. I got Jarhigo in the... I don't want to say that.
Whoa.
Hey, folks, we would like to take a moment here. Thank you so much for supporting this show. We really, really appreciate the support in every way that you do it. The Patreon, the reviews, all of that stuff, spreading the word. So if you would like to you can do more of that. You can rate us, review us, tell your friends, support us on Patreon, patreon.com/EBD podcast. And yeah, if you'd like to check out the show notes for this episode, you can do so in your podcast app of choice or at our website, ebd.fm/episodes/227. Wait a second. 227? Huh?
What's 227?
It was a TV show, dude, with Jack A.
Oh.
In the 80s, man. As always, folks, you can join us on social media if you want on Instagram. So go for it. And that's it. Well, thanks for joining us for Ahsoka. We'll see you next week for the Bene Kev Tooth of Enemy Mine. So long for now, folks.
Two for Troy, Ego, three for Boba, to round out the trio. In this episode, everybody dies.
Beady, beady, beady.
What's the deal?
Lost inside a